I'm going to be reviewing this Songmics 3-section laundry bin sorter. So here are the pieces. I just figured I'd show you a couple things. So as far as the bottoms go, they're one size, and the screws are a completely different size. So if you're trying to use the screws, you'll know that the poles for the screws, when you put them together, will not work with the wheel. So that's one thing to note. And then it just screws on. And I hold the bottom because otherwise, well, nothing happens. Another way to tell this pole apart is that it has these two sets of holes here for other pieces. And then I did notice that one of mine came without a cap, because this is how I've been telling the end pieces, the top pieces. I noticed that one came without a cap. Not a big deal, but kind of a safety concern, I guess. So then they just kind of snap together. Ta-da! And I've got my 4 sections. There's 2 shorter and 2 longer. And then these ones all have holes at the end. It's pretty self-explanatory which ones go where. And I'll review more when I have it put together. So here it is set up. This 3 divider rack. Let's scoot in and we can look at it. So up here you can see that these are wires. They can come off. They're pretty easy to move. The fabric part does slip and slide a little, but I think that with more clothes in it, it will not slide as much. And then down here, it does have like a net underneath. I didn't notice this until after I'd put it all together, so make sure you pull the net out and put it on as you assemble the bottom. As far as the assembly goes, I did notice that some of the poles were not quite right. So they're indented on one side and rounded on the other. Well, some of my poles were not indented and rounded so that I could get the bottom 4 poles, these corner poles, in correctly with the indents where the screws are. So some of the screws are not flush with the pole. So for example, over here, oops, zoom in down here. There you can see, sorry, camera adjusting here, that this screw is not flush with the pole like it should be. But it really didn't make that much of a difference. Just kind of something to note as far as it could have the right poles. Overall, it's pretty nice. It's lightweight, but it looks great and works well.